Hey guys, it's Rush. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got 3 juicy tips, 3 juicy bits of advice for your Street Fighter 6 Ken. So the first tip is a Jinrai route, a grounded Jinrai route that I've never seen before. This is an optimal route from a punish counter situation where you don't do a drive rush. Drive rush cancels, it can be optimal unless if you go into level 3. You don't want to use this technique if you go for level 3 from a drive rush cancel. It does require 1 OD for this route, so it's a 1 OD move specific route, but it can be combined with a drive rush. But let me show you the sequence now to explain more what's happening. So this is a grounded punish counter route that leads to level 2 super. So it's grounded and we spend 1 OD. There's 1 OD move in that sequence, but you can optimize that with this new route that I'm about to show you. So that's the difference. So what I did there was I did OD Jinrai into heavy kick follow up, and that enables you to get another Jinrai sequence. You do light kick Jinrai into low follow up, and from there you can go into level 1 super or level 2. You can also do level 3 as well, and that's what I mentioned about level 3. That's a better route to go for level 3 where you want to do 1 OD spend. The only caveat is you don't want to do drive rush cancel into that combo then do level 3. That's slightly less optimal. That's the only situation I found where it's less optimal. One of the unfortunate things about the level 3 route is you can't do, well you can do it, but it's very hard to get light kick Jinrai into heavy kick at the very end and cancel it into level 3. It's not very consistent to get the level 3 animation. If I go for this route, I generally get the non-animation version at level 3. So I still do light kick Jinrai into low follow-up to get a juggle, and then I juggle them into level 3. Like that. That is a better route to take for the consistency into the animation version. That's the same combo from a drive rush cancel, but into level 1. Okay, so tip number 2 is where people neutral jump or back jump. It mainly happens in a corner where they land on a fireball. This can happen quite a lot, I find, and I'm often not ready for this scenario when it happens. Now you do have to pay attention to how high the opponent is in the air when they land on the fireball, but there are some easy conversions you can get if you're aware of what's happening. And there is a drive rush conversion as well, which I'll show you. But the easy conversion, the easiest, if they land on the fireball, just do level 2 super. And it will catch them. As long as your head is positioned like between like the first bar of your drive, the very first one, and the timer, so where Ken's head is now, you will be able to catch that every single time. Ken moves forward and just goes into them as they're juggled. So it does combo. So there's that. And if you're sharp and you gauge the height right of their jump, you can OD Tatsu. And that seems consistent. It's hard to make it not connect, but there is a height where it doesn't connect. I can't get it consistently. But if they're quite low, the OD Tatsu has a chance to whiff. We try and get this. Nah, it's going to work. It's so consistent, I can't show the inconsistency. Crazy. But yeah, these are really good techniques, and these are quite easy to do. Like, it's easy to spot them. Just have to have the muscle memory and awareness. The drive rush conversion is harder, I feel, but you get more reward. So that's how the drive rush sequence looks. So I'm doing drive rush into stand heavy punch cancelled into heavy kick Jinrai, and you can get a light kick Jinrai into low follow up loop there for 2, and then get your follow up. But that's only if they are like at a decent height. If they're too low to the ground, you won't get the light kick Jinrai follow up afterwards. So the last tip involves a frame trap using OD Jinrai. I don't think this is amazing tech, but I feel like it's interesting to know if you know what I'm saying. So stand light kick, is a -2 button on block, so it's not my turn. If I press this, press jab, you can see Luke is counter hitting me, so my jab is just getting beat because of the frame advantage that Luke has. He's +2 frames ahead of me. But you can use this stand light kick into OD Jinrai, and this will trap the 4 frame button. It will frame trap it. So there is a gap that can DP or super through it, but you wouldn't necessarily do that from a stand light kick situation. But what I will do is I'll commit to the overhead after the OD Jinrai. Those 2 hits in succession can be confirmed into level 2 and level 3 super, which is really nice to know that. But there's another layer to this which makes it even more interesting. So if they block stand light kick into OD Jinrai kick, OD Jinrai, the first kick is -7 on block, but if I commit to the overhead, it frame traps 4 frame buttons. But not only that, it also creates a trade situation, and with that trade, if they do a standing 4 frame, I have 8 frames of advantage. If they do a crouching 4 frame and it trades, you have 6 frames of advantage. So if I show you the sequence now with the trade, that's what it looks like. You can see there, I did a crouching jab. I've got Luke set to do crouching jab, and on the trade, I have 6 frames of advantage. You can link that overhead on reaction into level 2 super. Level 2 super has 6 frames of startup. Now, it's more tricky with the crouching version, so you've got to pay attention to your spacing. But like I said, you can link it into level 2. You've got to be careful though with your spacing on the overhead follow-up. If they block the whole sequence, you are -7 on block. So you've got to be conscious of your spacing when you do this. So this is what I mean. It's a bit of a niche thing. It's just good to know, but you know, where if you want to use it, it's a bit of a risk. So if I do this again now, there is a timing to it, but if you get the timing right, after that trade, level 2 super will link. So that's it guys for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Any questions, any queries, as always, give me a shout and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.